I'm Dara Halpin and I'm the founder of Sheela.ie. Sheela is on a mission to empower you to take care of your pelvic floor health. Today's video is all about why your pelvic floor health matters at every stage of your life. Anyone who suffers with pelvic floor issues will know why pelvic floor health is important. If you're worried about wetting your knickers, you're likely to be spending a lot of energy planning when and where you're going to use the toilet. Carrying pads or a change of pants in your handbag. You're probably also regularly consumed with anxiety and worry about anyone noticing what you're dealing with. God forbid, actually mention it to you. When I was struggling with incontinence after a 3rd degree tear, I saw my issues as some sort of failure of me and my body. I had failed to have the birth that I wanted. I had a healthy baby when it could very easily have been otherwise, and I didn't feel like I had a right to complain about what I was going through. A year later, I was still symptomatic. I was terrified of having an accident at work or in a social situation, and my inability to control my bowels just wasn't something I wanted to talk about with my friends. My relationship with my body was at rock bottom, and my relationships with other people were beginning to suffer. My pelvic floor health was directly affecting every area of my life. What you might not know is how your pelvic floor health is indirectly affecting your life. Some of these statements might seem extreme, but I want to draw your attention to the impact pelvic floor issues can have if we allow them to persist for a long time. Women with pelvic floor issues like incontinence, prolapse, and pain are less likely to exercise. Over time, this can lead to weight gain, decreased heart and lung function, and poorer bone health. Women with pelvic floor issues are more likely to be waking up at night to use the bathroom. I know we all deal with disrupted sleep when our kids are small, but continually disrupted sleep over long periods is linked with increased rates of cancer, diabetes, dementia, and heart disease. In an older age, trips to use the loo in the dark mean we're more likely to fall and break bones, which can increase risk of death. Women with pelvic floor issues have increased mental load, leading to additional stress and anxiety. The mental load of coping with pelvic floor issues on a daily basis, planning travel around bathroom breaks, carrying changes of underwear and pads around, negotiating intimacy like a military operation. This means women are less able to participate fully in their social lives, at work, and in their intimate relationships. Incontinence in older age is one of the major factors in the decision to put a loved one into care. The practicalities of dealing with incontinence in older age, from mundane considerations like increased amount of washing and daily showers and baths, to the more serious ones like reduced independence, inability to socialize. This can all contribute to this difficult decision. Pelvic floor issues can have a devastating impact on your sense of self and your self-esteem. They can cause us to feel like we have to hide our symptoms, and we can lose connection to our bodies, making pleasurable sex lives seem like an impossibility. All this adds up to increased daily stress and anxiety, which in turn puts you back on course for high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. But there is good news. The good news is no matter what your stage of life, there are many things that can be done to help you prevent, manage, and treat pelvic floor issues. Sheela is here to provide you with weekly, free, practical, and approachable content which will help you design your personal roadmap for pelvic floor health. The bonus is that as you prioritize your pelvic floor health, your overall health will benefit too. You can get started on your pelvic floor health journey today by subscribing to our weekly newsletter. I'll pop a link in the show notes below the video. As a thank you, you'll receive Sheela's guide, 5 Habits for a Healthy Pelvic Floor. In this guide, you'll discover 5 ways to support your pelvic floor health, which you can start today. These are simple lifestyle tweaks that will have a big impact on your pelvic floor health over time. Many women do not know that symptoms of pelvic floor issues like pain and incontinence are not a natural part of aging, and that whatever your age or circumstances, there are ways to prevent, manage, and treat these issues. At Sheela, we're determined to share this knowledge and empower you to build your own personalised roadmap for pelvic floor health. So join us here on YouTube every week for videos which will contain practical, actionable advice to empower you to support your pelvic floor health at every stage of your life.